Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maggie. Today I'm sharing with you my 3 secrets to sound like a native speaker as much as possible. To give you a little background, I pretty much learned spoken English on my own. I was born and raised in China and I came to the US for my graduate school when I was 22. Before that, I had not taken a one-on-one spoken English class with a foreign teacher or had any sort of formal training in spoken English whatsoever. My spoken English has definitely improved a lot ever since I came here. So from 22 to 29, I'm 29 this year, my English has definitely improved a lot. I'm not going to deny that. But even when I first came here, when I was 22, never had any formal training, I would say my spoken English was still okay. I believe that because I've had people tell me that I sounded like maybe I grew up here or maybe I've been here for a long time already. So I think I have a secret or two to share with you when it comes to spoken English or sounding like a native speaker. If you're interested, continue watching this video and don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you liked it because the YouTube algorithm likes it. So thank you in advance and let's get started. My number 1 secret, I think I don't hear a lot of people talking about this one, but my number 1 secret is to develop a personality as an English speaker. This might sound a little confusing because what do you mean? Do I need a separate personality? Do I need a new personality as an English speaker? In my opinion, probably yes. Not a personality completely different from yours as a Chinese speaker, but because this is 2 very different cultures, language and culture always go together. If you want to sound like a native speaker, you need to understand the culture. I came up with this point because I noticed that I'm still developing my English personality because I was not born here and this is my second language. So as an adult, it's kind of like adopting a new identity. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's very important because I like to binge watching TV shows, especially recently I just had a baby and I had a lot of, not free time, but I had a lot of time in front of the TV. I just put a TV show on the background when I'm taking care of my baby and I noticed, for example, if I have The Office on in the background, for the next few days my English would kind of sound like the people in there. But if I have, let's say, Desperate Housewife on the background, then my English the next few days would kind of sound like people from there. It's the style, the vocabulary, and their way of talking. So that's why I say my personality when I speak English is still changing because it's not like a set in stone, this is the way I talk kind of way. I still get influenced because this is my second language. So I'm still developing that personality, but I think this is a very important aspect to sound like a native speaker because not only you need to be fluent, you also need to sound like yourself. You're talking in that language as well. So I think this is very important. If you're just starting to develop a personality, I recommend watching shows that's more like in a professional setting. For example, Suits or The Office. Not that shows with strong personal characteristics are bad, but I'm just saying if you're just starting to develop, you might not want to adopt, let's say, like a Valley Girl accent because you might end up with a botched Valley Girl accent because it has a lot of ups and downs and it's hard to control. So that's my 2 cents on that. The second secret I want to share with you is to simply start speaking. I think because we learn English as a subject in school, oftentimes we treat it like a subject. Take me as an example. I've been trying to learn Spanish for the longest time, but I always complicate things for myself. I'm like, you know, I need to know the structure of Spanish, I need to learn the alphabet, I need to learn all of that before I can start speaking. So before I even started, I kind of created this huge roadblock for myself. So I give up every single time I try to pick up Spanish. But lately, I discovered an app called Busuu, which is a lifesaver. The first day on Busuu, I already started speaking Spanish. I was so excited. The app is so practical when it comes to learning a new language. You can create your own study plan based on your objective, which is so useful because you don't need to go through all of the mundane, hard work to learn vocabulary and alphabet first. You start speaking right away. I was just beyond excited when I was able to speak Spanish after 10 minutes on the app. When I discovered Busuu, I feel like I discovered a world of opportunities because you can learn 12 different languages in one place. And what I like the most about the Busuu app is their community feature. This is where you get to make friends with another language learner who is learning the language that you already spoke. How awesome is that? You get to make friends with someone from a different culture and you get to learn from each other. I already have one friend in my community feature and I plan on making more. So now I'm just so enamored with this app, I cannot get off of it. And I love the fact that the premium membership only costs you about $100 a year. That's about $8 a month to learn 12 languages. So I'm excited to use this app this year. If you're interested in trying out the app, you can try it for free, or you can try the premium membership for free on their mobile app. I'll have the link to Busuu in my description box. Definitely go check it out if you're interested. Last but not least, my third secret is not to translate, but repeat something enough so you form a muscle memory. I think every language learner knows translating is a no-no. But I don't know about you guys, but to me, when I learn a new English word, I still go back to see their Chinese translation. Otherwise, it's harder for me to remember it. I don't feel like I know it until I know both the English and Chinese meaning. And also, I have a series on my channel called How to Express This Idea in English, and a lot of people accuse me of translating. Honestly, I think the idea is translating this from Chinese to English, but in my mind, I feel like it's impossible for someone who speaks English as a second language not to know something in Chinese when they're speaking it. Does that make sense? So what I try to do in the other series is to tell you or share with you what to say when a situation comes up, so you already know that, and you can repeat those conversations and practice in your own time, so next time that real situation happens, you already have the muscle memory, you already know what to say, so at that time you don't have to translate. So what I'm trying to say is, when you learn a new word or a new saying, a new phrase, don't just translate it into Chinese and then think that you know it. You need to know how to apply it into daily situations. And the best case scenario is to make up a conversation on your own and then talk to your native speaker friends and ask them, hey, does this make sense? Did I use this word right? So I think all these three secrets are very important when it comes to sounding like a native speaker as much as possible. It really does take time, but I think once you build that foundation, going on top of that, it'll get easier from that point on. So yeah, definitely let me know in the comment down below what you think of this and your secrets to sound like a native speaker as much as possible. I'd like to know too. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!